good morning, good evening, good afternoon, students and traders all around the world. This is FX Passion broadcasting you live on YouTube, and this is Forex Trading Course 101, and we are in the intermediate module, everybody. If this is your first time with us, please go back to the basic module. Okay, if this is your first time with us, please go back to the Dukascope YouTube webinar channel and start to watch module number 1, the basic module, what is market structure. Okay, things are going to get more and more complex in here. Okay, so trading is a learnable skill when we learn in the correct way the MST. M stands for the market, S stands for the strategy, T stands for the trader. Hello, learn to trade, how are you? And talking about the trader, what do champion beginner traders say? Champion beginner traders always say, I am not going to live and die on a trade by trade basis. And of course this is a quote from Mark Douglas. And my 50 cents in here: when the market scares you, don't be afraid to do the right thing. Right? What is the right thing to do? Follow the Fibonacci rules, follow the trend line rules, follow the support resistance rules, follow the candlestick formation rules, follow the market structure rules. Don't be afraid to do the right thing. Remember, everybody, 90% of traders lose money in the Forex market worldwide. And the webinars are not trading or investment advice. The webinars are for educational purposes only. Lalo is saying, hello boss, how are you? Long time to know, no see you. Yes, Lalo, thank you very much. We were away for 7 months, right? I had some projects. Anyway, we are back. And for homeworks or questions, everybody, you have my Gmail contact, my Skype contact, and you can follow me on TradingView if you want. That being said, trading Fibonacci numbers and the Fibonacci ratio and the original Fibonacci. Okay. Oh, yesterday somebody was asking about GBPJPY, right? So GBPJPY. GBPJPY, everybody. There you go. Give me a second. GBPJPY. Okay, what is this about? Trending wave, continuation, GBPJPY. GBPJPY, okay. Daily chart. Okay. So talking about the Fibonacci, right? Remember, everybody, yesterday we were talking about the ABCD swing and the rules. Now talking about the Fibonacci ratios. So this is the Fibonacci, and if you want, I'm going to edit levels. Okay, can you see the levels, everybody? Type in the chat or make a picture. Okay, those are the levels that I have on the Fibonacci. So it starts with 0%, then it goes to 14%, then it goes to 21.4%, then it goes to 38.2%, 50, 61 point, should be 8, whoops, you know, 61, 1618, I believe it should be 8, 61.8, 38, 61.8, and then we have the 100, then we have 118, 127 and 161.8. 618. Okay, everybody? Different platforms have different parameters in reverse. Okay? Now talking about the retracement to extension ratios, right? And then we're going to talk about the original Fibonacci. So, okay, Fibonacci rules. Number 1, we have 3 different Fibonaccis. Okay, the so-called original Fibonacci, the contrarian Fibonacci, and the Fibonacci, let's call it, and the confirmation Fibonacci. Okay, Fibonacci rules, we have 3 different Fibonaccis. We have the original Fibonacci, we have the contrarian Fibonacci, and the confirmation Fibonacci. We're going to learn all of them, everybody. So rule number 2, the original Fibonacci is the strongest amongst them. The original Fibonacci is the strongest amongst them. Okay? And number 3, the original Fibonacci is the one that we put on the chart first. Hello Lucas, how are you? The original Fibonacci is the one that we put on the chart first. Okay? Now yesterday we were talking about the colors, right? But this is the ratio, so retracement, this is the retracement, and this is the extension. Okay, and it's going to be like this. Not yellow, but what color? Okay, so if the market retraces to the, now talking about the Forex platform, right? If the market retraces to 61.8, right? If the market retraces to the 50%, so it's percentage base, okay, it labeled 61.8%, 50%, or 382%. Okay, so this is the green. If the market gets to 61.8, 50%, 38.2, then the appropriate extension is going to be the green one, which is 161.8% extension. Hello Allah, how are you? Okay, so this is the ratio of the retracement to the extension. So it's, yesterday it was green to green, today we are going to a little bit more specific. So if the market retraces to 618, it goes to 1618. If it retraces to 50, it goes to 1618. If it retraces to 38.2, sorry, it goes still. So this retracement has the extension 1618.8. Okay, So this is one block. Green goes to green. The next block, it's a little bit smaller. If the market hits, touches or breaks the 21.4%, which is the blue, let's clone the arrow, then the appropriate extension is going to be the blue, right? So it's 1 to 7. 1 to 7, the extension. 2 more. If the market gets to, if it retraces to the 14%, then of course the appropriate extension is going to be the 118. Red goes to red, 118%. Okay, and lastly, if it goes to 0, but it should not break, if it goes to 0%, not breaking it, it's a rule. Hello MHB, 0%, then the appropriate extension is going to be 100. Okay, 100. So this is, we have 4 ratios. Green goes to green. You can color code in any way your Fibonacci, everybody. Green goes to green, blue goes to blue, red goes to red, and black goes to black. You know, there is no right or wrong. Somebody is asking on the other streaming platform, you know, you're not going to see the comment on YouTube, but he's asking, you know, boss, why do you have 61? Why don't you have 62? And why don't you have 145? I mean, why do you have different numbers? The answer is, everybody, this is how I learned. I know that some Fibonacci tools have different numbers. It goes to 245 or 261 or whatever. Okay, now why is that? You know, why different Fibonacci tools have different numbers? I really don't know. Okay, I'm using those numbers because I learned those numbers. Okay, but it's true, why are you using 1618 and not 2618? I have no idea. You know, no clue, no idea. Okay, this is how I learned, everybody. This is what I'm passing to you. Okay, so we have 3 different Fibonaccis: the original Fibonacci, the contrarian Fibonacci, and the confirmation Fibonacci. The original Fibonacci is the strongest amongst them, and the original Fibonacci is the one that we put on the chart first. Who was asking yesterday about GBPJPY? Everybody, don't remember. In the meantime, we are going to open AUD-CAD. AUD-CAD weekly chart. AUD-CAD weekly chart. Okay, now we learned yesterday about the ABCD swing. Okay, now remember, everybody, this is a beginner's course, and this is AUD-CAD weekly chart. Tell me, everybody, where should we start drawing today a down Fibonacci? Should we start drawing our down Fibonacci from the first circle, from the second circle, from the third circle, from the fourth circle, from the fifth circle, or just maybe from the sixth circle? This is a common challenge in the beginning for the beginner traders, right? We don't know where to start. I mean, yesterday we learned that the A must be an absolute, so today it's downtrend, down Fibonacci. Yesterday we were talking about an up Fibonacci, upswing. Today we're going to address a downswing, down Fibonacci. Okay? So we learned that the A in a down Fibonacci, downswing, an A must be an absolute high, a starting point of a pattern. Right? Learn to trade, number 1. Lalo first. Anybody else? Where should we start to draw our down Fibonacci? Lalo says first circle, learn to trade number 1. Is anybody here who is saying, well, it should be the 6th or the 5th or the 4th? Number 1. Okay, congratulations to everybody, you got it. Correct answer, number 1, right? So we are going to zoom in, right? As a good student, we are going to zoom in and we are going to draw a horizontal line like this. We are going to color code it in black. Maybe doing something like this. And text, of course, this is our A, right? This is our way. We learned yesterday that the B must be the first low as soon as possible after the A. So which circle, everybody, is the first low? Okay, wait a second. So this is going to be number 1. Which one is the B, everybody? Circle number 1, circle number 2, circle number 3, or circle number 4? Which one is the B, everybody? So from yesterday we learned about the A. The A in a downswing is the highest high, is the absolute high, is the starting point of some pattern. That's okay, we found the A. And the B must be the first low as soon as possible after the A. Which one is correct, everybody? Learn to trade says number 2. What about you, teacher Lucas, teacher Lalo, teacher MHB, teacher Ala? Which one is the B? Learn to trade says 2. Anybody else? Ala says 2. So I'm going to take out the 1, right? Anybody else? Okay, so number 2, very good. Number 2. Okay, everybody, so what we're going to do, we're going to clone and we're going to put in here, and this is our B, right? This is our B. Come on. There you go. This is our B. Okay. Now we are going to take the Fibonacci Retracement tool. MHB number 3, no sir. We're going to take the Fibonacci Retracement tool and we're going to spread it from B to A. Okay, everybody? From B to A, and you can fix right side. You can do it also like this if you want. Okay, and you can make it bolder too. MHB no, number 3. Number 2 is the correct. Number 2 is before number 3, okay? Boss, is it true there is another level of learning where you help people to remove homeostasis? Yes, sir. We're going to talk at the end, okay, Lalo? Yes. We have Forex Course 202. It's the professional level, Lalo. Yes, sir. Okay. So A to B, right? Now, this is the chart, right? So let's analyze the market, everybody. This is the chart, and we are moving the chart, moving the chart, moving the chart. Okay? We are moving the chart, moving the chart, moving the chart. So we have the A, we have the B. Good morning, Douglas, how are you? Now, we learned yesterday what is the C. The C in a downswing is the highest point, not necessarily a high, is the highest point inside the AB boundary before the market hits the appropriate extension. So which one is the C, everybody? Circle number 1, circle number 2, circle number 3, or circle number 4. Which one is the C, everybody? Circle number 1, circle number 2, circle number 3, or circle number 4? Passion, I don't remember. A C. So remember from yesterday, we have an upswing, right? We have an upswing and we have a downswing, talking about the Fibonacci sequence, A, B, C, D. Okay, so yesterday it was an upswing, today is a downswing. So in a downswing, the C is the highest point, not necessarily a high. It's a highest point, not necessarily a high, inside the AB boundary. Okay, and this is the boundary inside the AB. This is the A clone inside the AB boundary before the market hits the appropriate extension. Which one is the C, everybody? And don't be shy, you know, we're here to learn, right? Don't be shy, don't be afraid to make a mistake, you know. Just type in the chat what do you think. You can say number 1, you can say number 2, you can say number 3, number 4. Lucas, 4 because there are 4 because others before was not in the proper extension. I think number 4, very good. What about you, teacher Douglas, teacher Lalo, teacher MHB, teacher Ala? Which one is the C? Learn to trade says number 4, I think. Lucas says number 4. Let's see who is going to win, huh? Which one is the C, everybody? So far, Ala says number 4 too. Okay, so number 1 out. Nobody say number 2. Number 3. Douglas says number 3. Okay, Douglas, if you look at number 3 and number 4, which one, what level is higher? Is the number 3 higher or is the number 4 higher? Everybody? No, and don't get scared, right? It's going to take some time. Okay, So in an up Fibonacci swing, we are talking about that the C is the deepest point inside the AB boundary, right? Now in a downswing, we are using a different vocabulary, and we are saying, okay, which one is the highest point inside the AB boundary? It's exactly the same, just in reverse. Okay, it's the same, just in reverse. Upswing, downswing. Number 4 exactly. Okay, everybody, are we clear? Number 4 is the C, it's the correct answer. Okay, so this is the C. And do this, everybody. This is for beginner traders, the best practice. Connect A to B and B to C. You can change colors as you wish. Okay, connect A to B, B to C. What? Orange, violet, pink, pink. Okay. And then the market went down, right? So what is the, where is the D extension? And remember, I learned yesterday that the D extension must be a low, right? In a downswing it must be a low. So where is the D extension? Is the first circle the D extension? Is the second circle the D extension? Or is the third circle the D extension? Everybody? And again, don't be shy, you know, oh, I'm going to make mistakes. You're going to make mistakes anyway, you know. This is how we learn. So which one is the proper D extension, everybody? You saw the ratios. Those are the ratios, right? Those are the ratios. Let me see if I can compress the chart. Those are the ratios. And here you have the C, right? Look at the chart on the right side. Look at what level the market touched, crossed, broke, you know. So which number should be the appropriate D extension? And I'm going to trick you, right? Let's trick you, everybody. I'm going to trick you. Come, oh, where are we? Where are we? GBP, GBP, GBP. GBPJPY, 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 out, maybe out, GBPJPY, AUD CAD. Learn to trade number 1. Where is the other? GBPJPY, out, 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 out. Okay, like this. Learn to trade number 1. Anybody else? Douglas says number 3. Which one is the appropriate D extension, everybody? What do you think? Lucas, I think number 2. So we have great, excellent, we have different answers. So this is the rule, everybody. Talking about the Fibonacci's, okay? So it's a rule. It's a rule. When the market hits the appropriate D extension, but it doesn't stop there, the appropriate the extension becomes the first low after the level. Okay, MHB says 3. So this is the answer, everybody. It's a rule, right? We learned if the market retraces to the 14%, which is the red, then the appropriate the extension, you know, it should be 118. Do we agree on this? This is the risk-reward ratio. Okay, this is the retracement to the extension ratio too. Okay, everybody, do we agree that red goes to red? This is the retracement and the projected extension should be 118%, 118. But we have the rule here, when the market hits the appropriate extension, and it did, but it doesn't stop there. As you can see, the market didn't stop. The appropriate extension becomes the first low in a down Fibonacci after the level. So which one is the first low after the red, everybody? Number 1, 2 or 3? And remember, the D must be a low, right? Is number 1 a low? So it could be 3, right? It could be 2, but are not. If number 1 would not be a low, and the number 2 it would not be a low, then the answer would be number 3. But because the number 1 is a low, then the correct answer is, everybody, number 1 is the extension. Great. Congratulations to you, everybody. I think you got it right. So this is the, I think about number 2. Which one is first? MHB number 3? No, sir. Maybe you don't see it, everybody. Can you see now, everybody? So this is the low, and this is the low, and this is the low. So we have 3 lows after the red, right? This is the red. The market hit the appropriate extension. Red goes to red, the market retraced to the 14%, and then the market dropped, hit the 118, but it didn't stop. So the market stopped in here, but the market progressed and it formed 1, 2, 3 lows. Those 3 are all lows. What is a low? A low is a central candle with 2 candles on the left and 2 candles on the right with higher low values. Okay, this is a low, this is a low, and this is a low. Okay, and the rule is saying this is the rule. When the market hits the appropriate extension, which is the red line, but it doesn't stop, the appropriate extension becomes the first low. The first low after the level. So the first low after the market hit the red. The second candle rule not apply on this. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. MHB, this is a low. Okay. This is a low too. Look at the candles. Boss, I would like to talk later with you regarding the Choo-Choo course. I have to go. Is any way to contact you? Sure. Do you, Lalo, do you have Skype? I'm going to put my Skype here, okay? So Skype education FX passion. Education FX passion. Lalo, connect with me on Skype, okay? Lucas says, oh, understood. Okay, Lalo. So everybody, this is the low. Okay. Okay, MHB. This is the low. This is the low. This is the low. Okay, everybody. Everybody, are we clear? Somebody was saying candle number 2 or circle number 2 or circle number 3. The circle number 1 is the correct answer. Circle number 1, it's a low. I thought the first one was not because I did not consider is it a low. Well, you cannot say, oh, I'm considering it or not. The rules are clear, everybody. This is a central candle and it has 2 candles on the left and 2 candles on the right. And look at the wick. This is a low. And you have 2 candles on the left and 2 candles on the right with higher low values. It doesn't matter a red candle. Everybody. Okay? So this is the correct answer. This is the extension. Okay. This is the extension. And what we're going to do right now, we are going to put a D on the chart. We're going to put a D on the chart. And what we're going to do, we are going to readjust our horizontal lines. Oh man, I forgot. So Skype education FX passion. Thank you, Douglas. I'm sorry, Lalo. Here is the Skype. Okay, Lalo. Thank you, Douglas. So what we're going to do, everybody, we are going to adjust the horizontal lines. Okay, how we are going to adjust? Like this. B goes to D. Everybody, B goes to D. And A goes to C. Okay, B goes to D, A goes to C. And then what we're going to do, you can cancel or you can readjust, okay? So I shouldn't do this. Okay, there you go. So it doesn't really matter if you cancel the Fibonacci's, right? So we are going to readjust, we are going to draw a new one. Now this is the new Fibonacci sequence. Okay? And again, you can connect if you want. Sorry, this should be the B, right? A to B. Then we are going to looking at the chart, everybody. Looking at the chart, monitoring the chart, okay, there you go. Which one is the C, everybody? Is the first circle the C? Or is the second circle the C? Everybody, which one is the circle? Is the correct circle? The first one or the second one? And the same rules apply, right? What is the C? The C is the highest point inside the AB boundary before the market hits the appropriate D extension. And remember what we are drawing right now, this is the original Fibonacci. Ala says number 2, learn to trade number 2. Douglas, okay, very good, excellent. So number 2 is the C. And then we are moving, let's move the chart. Let's move the chart. What about now? Is still the first circle the C? Or maybe is the second circle the C? Or maybe is the third circle? Which one is the C? What about now, everybody? What about now? Which one is the correct C? Oh, right. This is how the market moves inside the AB boundary before the market hits the appropriate D extension. Number 3, correct. So what we are going to do, we are going to adjust our C, right? And then we're going to monitor the market, and finally, you know, A to B, B to C, B to D, A to B, B to C, right? And green goes to green, Well, this is the easy one, right? Which one is the appropriate D extension? The first circle or the second circle? Douglas says number 2. Which one is the D extension, everybody? The first circle or the second circle? No brainer, right? Green goes to green. Right? It's a no-brainer. Green goes to green, A, B, C. The second circle is the D. Why is that? Because the market here didn't hit the green and the D must be a low, right? So A to B, B to C, C to D. What is going to happen once the market hits the D? We are going to readjust our horizontal lines. Do this with me. B goes to D, B goes to D, and A goes to C. A goes to C, and we are going to readjust our Fibonacci. One more time, Fibonacci retracement tool. We are going to stretch the Fibonacci. Okay. So I know it's a weekly chart, right? Somebody is not going to believe it yet because it's too soon, but did you notice, everybody, that the Fibonacci sequence if we would trade the Fibonacci 3 times, we would make a profit. Okay, so this is the original Fibonacci, everybody, and concept. We are using the original Fibonacci for number one, to determine general direction. Number two, to trade with risk/reward ratio according to the Fibonacci ratios. We are using the original Fibonacci for number one, to determine general direction, number two, to trade with the risk-reward ratio according to the Fibonacci ratios. Okay, so this is the most recent Fibonacci on AUD weekly chart. Tell me, everybody, where is the C? Is the first circle the C? Is the second circle the C? Or is the first circle the C, the second circle the C, or... So this is going to be the first. This is the first circle. This is the second circle. And this is the third circle. Which one is the C, everybody? Love the Fibo passion. Me too. Me too. I have a comment, of course, as always, right? Can I trade with the Fibonacci tool? Absolutely yes, everybody. You don't need to use the Fibonacci if you don't like it. Okay? I have some traders who are doing great and they are not using the Fibonaccis. The Fibonacci is just one tool, right? You can use the Fibonacci, you can use the Ichimoku, you can use the fractals, the Elliott wave, whatever you want. But in my humble opinion, you know, it's a great tool. Number three. You got it, right? So I cannot trick you anymore. Everybody, right? Number 3. Exactly. Question: should we be long or short on the weekly Fibonacci? Everybody, should we be long or short on the weekly Fibonacci? And this is the original one. We are going to learn about the contrarian and the Fibonacci of the confirmation. Should we be long or short on the weekly Fibonacci? There is no right or wrong. Short, very good, excellent. And short, yes sir. Now this is the professional trader question. Okay, this is the, listen to me very carefully everybody, this is the professional trader question. Talking about the Fibonacci's, of course. So if the higher time frame controls the price action and direction of the smaller time frames, in order to have a greater probability on our trades, should a day trader or scalper or short-term trend trader or 100 other styles look to go short or long? This is a professional trader question when teaching the junior traders. If the higher time frame controls price action and direction of the smaller time frames, in order to have a greater probability, not a guarantee, a probability on our trades, should a day trader or a scalper or any other 100 other styles, short-term trend trader, counter trend trader, news trader, position trader, whatever, you know, should go long or look to go long or short? Sounds easy, right? Sounds easy. Passion, how do you trade with confidence? Great question, because we are going to learn, everybody, we are going to learn how to determine the C. Okay? We can trade with confidence, talking about the Fibonacci's, once we understand the function of the role of the C. But you can see, right, it's a no-brainer. Can you see, everybody, that the market, it was making higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, and it reversed. And it's making lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs. Right? Short, short, short. Because if you don't understand this concept, everybody, remember, this is the weekly chart. If you don't understand this concept, and this is the weekly chart, you could be easily go long in here as a scalper, day trader, intraday trader, whatever trader, you know. And here too, bullish candle went down, bullish candle is going to go down, in my opinion at least. Bullish candle went down, and this is the weekly chart. Let's go to the daily, right? Let's see how the Fibonacci plays a role. See, everybody, this is the daily chart right now. You know, bullish candlestick formation on the daily. If you went long in here, and if you are not skilled enough, or if you went long in here and you are not skilled enough, or if you went long in here and you are not skilled enough, or you might be long in here, you know, and you are not skilled enough, not judging, this was me back in time too. But those are the rules and the concept, everybody, we need to follow. If the higher time frame controls price action and direction of the smaller time frames in order to have a greater probability on our trades, should a day trader or scalper or short-term trend trader or 100 other styles look to go short or long? Now, don't get me wrong, everybody, I'm not saying that you cannot trade retracements, but the probability, looking at the Fibonacci, is saying that you are going to have, not that you cannot win going long in here, but you are going to have a greater probability on going short. How do you know? It's not me, it's the Fibonacci sequence that is telling us this. Luke is saying short because in the long term the market may be falling, so we have more decline than high, I think. Sure. So, talking about the Fibonacci, everybody, this is the original Fibonacci on the AUD weekly chart. This was the counter trend line. This was the C. This is still the C, you know. And talking about risk-reward ratio from the weekly standpoint, you know, from the weekly standpoint, we had two entries. Entry number 1 was here and entry number 2 was here. Two entries. Okay, now this is the risk reward ratio. Stop loss above the A, clone, stop loss above the A, okay, and blue goes to blue, so I'm going to risk 1 to get 1, clone, 2, clone, almost 3. See everybody, risk reward ratio? I'm risking $1, €1, 1%, and fair enough, right? The market can do anything it wants. The market can go up and break everything, but hopefully not. Fibonacci's work 8 times out of 10, 7 times out of 10. Hopefully this market is going to fall, you know, until here. And if we risk 1%, we are going to make 3% on the first trade, and on the second trade we are going to make, clone one more time, 2 and a little bit, right? And this is how the Fibonacci works on every time frame, you know, it's all the same, it's always the same. We are using the same rules, okay, same rules, but it's a great tool, risk reward ratio and everything. Okay, so, I mean, Lalo was asking everybody, but so one more time, right? Talking about, oh, do you have another course where you help us how to get rid of homeostasis? You know, what is homeostasis? Homeostasis is the innate drive to stay the same. So this is what Lalo was asking for. It's the next level, number 2. If you want to learn how to be a trader, then you need to learn about the 202 course. If you've been around the block for 2-3 years or more and you are not making it, this course is a must. You must come to this course. Why? Because you are not stupid, right? But yeah, we are lacking some specific knowledge. Okay? You need to learn those secrets. Make sense, everybody? And it's not for beginners. You would not believe me, you can ask Tari. Tari is in the Forex Course 202. There are some secrets to trading. Oh really, secrets? Yes. You know? Because we have homeostasis, and homeostasis is the innate drive to stay the same, even though we are learning intellectually how to trade Fibonacci's, how to trade multiple time frames, how to do this and this and that. We are not doing it, are we? And this is why the next level is the Forex Course 202. I'm sorry to tell everybody, but this is the truth. You are going nowhere without this one. Oh, you are being rude. No, I'm being honest. With the Forex Course 101, you can make eventual profits. but you are going nowhere. What does this mean? You are not going to make consistent profits from the Forex Course 101. Forex Course 101 is the analyst part. You know, Forex Course 101 is the easy stuff. Trend lines, Fibonacci's. Did you notice, everybody, that in an investment bank or a big broker house, you have analysts and you have traders? Traders are a different breed, everybody. And of course, I'm not saying that the analysts are or the, you know, the traders are better. It's not, you know, no, of course not. But being an analyst requires one set of skills. Being a trader requires a different set of skills. Does this make sense to you, everybody? Sir, do big institutions make long trades like this? Yes, they do. Absolutely yes. Absolutely yes. This is what Lalo was asking about, you know. Can you help me get rid of homeostasis? Yes, I can. And this is the Forex Course 202. I'm sorry Tari is not here. You can ask Tari. You know. Everybody, trading is a learnable skill, but we need to learn because there are some secrets to trading. Okay? Okay, everybody, our time is up. See you back tomorrow. Until tomorrow, stay strong and